Good morning, good day, or good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to today's episode. My name is Sanja, and today I will be talking about something that is very close to my heart, and that is something that not many people, especially in the business world, or coaches, or therapists, or consultants, are talking about, but all of us are facing. And it is what happens when you've been working with a certain client or clients for a long time, but you start to feel that something is off, almost as if they are pulling away, but not yet. And you maybe even think about the possibility of them ghosting you, or skip out on payment. This is something that I was facing before, and I think that I'm on the brink of situation that I starting like to doubt the relationship that I was having for a client for almost 2 years, maybe even more. And I'm asking myself, okay, is it just a feeling or is that an assumption? Maybe, in life, but when something starts to happening that is out of ordinary, you start doubting. Like, is it real? And there is like intuitive signal that something has shifted in the relationship. And today I will walk you through both perspectives, like the pro and the contra, as you can recognize the dynamics and protect your boundaries, and also deepen your self-awareness. So let's start with the pro side, the reasons why these feelings might be real. And they're like subtle cues from clients. We learn to read not just words, but tone, consistency, and behavior patterns. A client who used to be engaged but suddenly conceals sessions, pays late, or responds with short, vague message may generally be disengaging. Second one is financial and relationship boundaries. Money is in therapeutic or coaching relationship is often a very sensitive area. Or consulting on any business is very, very sensitive area. If a client is in financial stress or questioning the value of the work, it can manifest it as withdrawal, avoidance, or even disappearing, which is not professional at all, but certain people do that. The third point is intuition as a professional tool. Both of us, maybe women a little bit more, but both women and men do have intuition. And our nervous system is tuned to relationships. If you feel unsettled, it's often because subtle non-verbal signs like the hesitation in the voice or lack of eye contact or the shorter emails are registering in your subconsciousness. So yes, sometimes that off feeling might be real. And now let's face the other side of the story, and let's take a look at the contra side. Why might that feeling actually be more about our own assumption and not the real thing? So it could be projection of our anxiety. If you are worried about income, retention, or your own sense of effectiveness, you might project those fears onto the client. What you perceive as withdrawal might actually be them processing deeply. The second point, it is like a natural phase of work. Long-term clients often go through periods of silence or distance before like breakthroughs, and pulling back doesn't always mean they are leaving. It can mean they're just integrating. and counter transference. Sometimes what feels like the client's resistance is actually our own discomfort. If you are invested a lot emotionally, we might interrupt normal client independence as rejection. So how do we hold this tension between assumption and reality? Pause and observe. Before reacting, notice whether this is a pattern or just a temporary shift. Communicate directly. Instead of guessing, gently ask the client, I noticed you being quiet lately. How are you feeling about our work together? Protect your boundaries. Always have clear agreements in place, like contracts, payment policies, cancellation terms. In that way, even if a client does leave suddenly, your professional boundaries protect you. And self-check. Ask yourself, am I sensing them withdrawing or am I afraid of losing them? That reflection alone can bring clarity. So to wrap up, the uneasy feeling that the client may ghost you can be both a real, intuitive signal and a projection of your own fears. The key is learning to hold both possibilities without rushing to judgment. By staying grounded, communicating openly, and maintaining clear agreements, you create a container where both you and your client feel safe. Thank you for joining me today. If this episode resonates with you, share it with your fellow professionals who might need this perspective. And remember, the client relationship is not only about their growth, but about your growth as well. And do that internal check from time to time, how you feel while working with certain clients for a long time. Did you progress, both in business and if you notice self-growth or not, and if there is time for change?